time I've spent over the last 20 plus years working with some of the top people in the industry, digging in and really finding out what it takes. You know, you heard us talking about the in-depth diving into the getting started training and how we go run the model, and that's what we do, right? But how many of y'all know that there's a mindset that has to take place for someone to go to that next level? Does that make sense? It's one thing to go out and do something, it's another thing to go out and overdo something. And I don't know where y'all are at, but I believe anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Y'all believe it? If a little bit's better, a lot's much gooder. Would y'all agree?
I love him.
Let's get into the psyche a little bit. First thing I'm going to tell you is this. If you don't understand why you're doing something, you're never going to do it. I started digging in. I started talking to my leaders. I said, tell me something. When you were a director, when you were sitting at director, why did you move forward? What caused you to go to the next rank? What caused you to go to regional? What caused you to go on to ambassador? How would y'all like to know what these folks told me?
Yes.
Because, you know, I believe if you know what someone does and you know what someone thinks, you know how their mind works, chances are you can do that too. Because I strongly believe that if one man or woman can do something, so can another. Do y'all believe that? Here's the first thing that jumped out at me as I was talking to these leaders. They said, Kyle, we had a desperate, what's that word? Desperate. We had a desperate why. That may have been money in some cases. Everybody wasn't the same. Some said, Kyle, we were financially, had our back against the wall. We were getting our butts kicked in life. We didn't have any options. Visalis fell in our life. We realized it was the vehicle that would get us out of where we're at. Our back was against the wall. We had a desperate why to create financial freedom. Some of them said, Kyle, we had plenty of money, but I didn't get to see my children grow up. I didn't get to go to the recitals. I don't get to go to the soccer games. Some of them's desperate why was lack of time. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Some of them that I talked with says, Kyle, the reason why I went from director to the top was because I believed I wasn't here just to be average and ordinary.
Yeah.
I believed I was here for purpose. I believed I was here to do something bigger than what I was currently doing. Can you relate to that?
Yep.
A few of them I talked to that didn't have that type of belief system. They did not believe that they were that they were destined for greatness, but they trusted the person that introduced them to Visalis. They trusted, what's that word again?
Trust.
They trusted that person that introduced them to Visalis just enough that their belief began to build. I talked to a couple that it was pride. And y'all have to follow me on this one because this can be a tough one. How many of them know pride can be a double-edged sword?
Yep.
When I say pride, here's what they shared with me. They said, Kyle, we found Visalis in our life at a time when we realized that we wanted someone to be proud of us. We wanted our children to be proud of us. We wanted maybe our parents to be proud of us. We wanted someone to be proud. We wanted our children, and you know what's funny is I was hearing this, I realized that, and some of y'all may be realizing this too, that no one of these may be you. But I guarantee you, one of these is all of you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You may have 2 or 3 of these things that will move you. And as they were talking, I realized, interestingly enough, pride is one of the things that moved me. And the reason is because I didn't come from wealth. I didn't come from riches. I wasn't born with a golden spoon in my mouth. I came from a family to where we had everything. It was hand-me-down, but we had it, but we didn't have any extra. And so all my life, I just wanted to be something special. I wanted to be something my mother could be proud of. I wanted to be something my dad could be proud of. Today, then after I got that out of the way, then it was about I wanted to be something my children would be proud of. Today it's I want to be something, because it still drives me today. I want to be something my grandchildren will be proud of. How many of y'all want your children, your grandchildren to be proud that their last name is the same as yours and that you stood for something that was life-changing, that made a difference in our world? How many of y'all want your children proud of that? Yeah? Let's take it deeper. Because that's a why, but then there's a how. So as I started talking to the leaders, I realized that this isn't a one, what I'm going to share with you, you're not going to have one of these that move you. The leaders that crush this business, the leaders that just go out there and just mow it down, all of these things I'm going to share with you is applicable. And I know that's a big word for me. Applicable, did I say it right?
You did.
I'm going to tell y'all what, I can't spell that joker, but that's a big old word. Applicable. I told y'all I'm proud. I'm proud of myself right now. Just on that one right there. Applicable. My children's proud. My grandchildren's proud I said that word. Let's talk about how. There's two different types of how. There's a mental how, and then there's a mechanical how. Would y'all agree?
Yep.
A lot of times people go out and do the mechanical how. You heard that you're just taught the getting started training is the mechanical how, yes? But if you don't have the mental how, you ain't going, the mechanical how ain't gonna matter, and I'll prove it. Have you ever noticed that you could go say everything perfect, do everything perfect to a prospect, and they don't get it? Because mentally, you're not there. See, you've got to have your mental how in place first. A lot of times I tell people it's not what you say, it's what radiates from you. Now, I'm not one of those weird guys that believe in the secret and you attract all that crap into your life. I'm not that guy. I mean, I think them people are weird. I ain't gonna lie to you, I think we're all weird. I mean, I love playing golf. I do. Play it once every 4 years. And every time I go play golf, I concentrate, I meditate, hum, 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 hum. I want to go out and shoot par. I mean, although I never shot par. I'm not a bad golfer. I have hit people driving down the highway. People's like trying to hit I mean, the whole ain't even moving. You want to impress me? Do what I do. I hit cars at 65 miles an hour. You ain't got nothing on me, baby. But I do believe this. I believe that our mindset won't allow us to do anything. I'm just going to say, okay, maybe this is the best way to explain it. Our mindset will not allow us to do anything, but the right mindset will allow you to do everything better than the wrong mindset. Does that make sense? I know that's deep for some of y'all. Must have been Ernest Ross. He's like trying to take notes. The right mindset won't allow you to do anything. But the right mindset will allow you to do everything better than the wrong mindset will. Does that make sense? Okay. Here's what I mean. Here's the mindset. The mindset of these leaders that I talked with, that I interviewed, was this. They were decisive. They made a decision, an unwavering decision, not maybe, try, stick my toe in it, see what happens. That's loser talk. They made a freaking decision. I'm going to do it. Nothing's going to stop me. Have y'all ever seen a train going down the tracks? When that conductor makes a decision to pull that gas or whatever they pull on the train, and that sucker starts rolling, I don't care who decides it's going to stop, it ain't going to what? Stop. We can get everybody in this whole place standing on the tracks. It ain't going to stop. You got choices. Get on, watch it go by, or get run over. Hello? But you ain't going to stop it. These leaders were decisive. They said, we're going to do this. They had belief. Belief's a powerful thing. They believed in Visalis. They believed in the Project 10 Challenge. They believed in our kids. They believed in the pay plan. They believed in the founders. They believed in themselves. And when those belief systems come together, and I'm going to tell y'all something right now, if those things I just told you, if you don't have belief in the Project 10 Challenge, and you don't have belief in Visalis, and you don't have belief in the founders, you don't have belief in the compensation plan, look here. You need a checkup from the neck up, because you have been checked out all freaking day if you ain't there. Come on. The last component is belief in yourself. And I know some of you are doctors and attorneys and truck drivers and all kinds of things out there, right? Carpenters, nurses, school teachers. And in your occupation, you believe in yourself. But you too got to believe in yourself in what we do. You got to believe in yourself and going out and challenging others. Listen, you don't have to go to 10 years of college for this. We're just going out and challenging people to put on 10 pounds of lean muscle, lose 10 pounds of extra body fat they didn't even know how, enter their chance to win their share of $10,000 a week and feed a kid. And you do like children, don't you? What else did they do? These leaders took action. Not only did they have belief, not only were they decisive, but they took action. See, you can be all mentally all in the game, but if you don't ever do nothing, nothing ever happens. I call those people ready sets. How many of y'all know some ready sets? They're like, ready set, ready set, ready set. That's back like when I was young, we used to do a break dance and they look like. Don't get me spinning on my head. That's what happened. I used to have hair. I don't even know. I don't even know. One day I'm going to break out up on y'all. Y'all even know that. I'll be like, I thought Kyle was country. That doesn't could windmill. I used to have to take my cowboy hat off and windmill in country bars. That was crazy. The other thing I'm going to tell you, and this is deep. This is deep. This isn't just in myself. This is 26 years. 26 years of experience. Nobody has ever crushed it in this industry, without having a crusade. Now this is deep. It's got to be bigger than your personal gain. It's got to be bigger than you getting toys. It's got to be bigger than just what your dream is. It's got to be a personal crusade. And we have a personal crusade, don't we? We're going to freaking crush obesity. We're going to do it by being the largest supplier of healthy fast food to the world. And in the process of that, we are going to feed thousands upon millions of children, yes? And if you can't get passionate about that, you're probably not going to grow really, really fast. People's asking, how in the world are you doing all this you're doing the last 2 months? Man, I'm fired up for feeding kids. I'm fired up for feeding kids, and I mean that. People are like, what do you mean? I look at people in the face and go, what's wrong? You don't like kids? Seriously, that's what I do. I'd sit on the plane, this guy's a grump, he's a grump, total grump. I don't even like him. All the guys in first class are grumps. I'm just telling you how it is, right? But I go up there, and I always believe in leaving a person in a better place than when I found them. Trust me, it's real easy in first class. And so, I'm sitting up there and I go, how you doing? He said, I generally don't talk to the grunters because the grunters are too cool to talk to, right? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm finna rock your world. So he grunts. I looked over at him and I said, hey, I challenge you, big boy. He said, huh? He was, huh? So I challenge you. Challenge me to what? Challenge you to lose 10 pounds faster than I put on 10 pounds. And if you do that, you have your chance to win your share of $10,000. But obviously, you're rich in first class. You don't need it. But most important thing is we're going to feed a child in need. You do like children, don't you? He said, well, actually, I do like kids. And I said, great. So you did want to lose weight, right? Yeah. That was in January, y'all. I gathered more customers in the month of January this year, gathered more customers in the month of January than I've gathered in the previous 4 years in Visalis. Some of y'all are confused. I'm going to share with y'all why. I was off message for the first 4 years. Yes, I created a monster company, a monster business within Visalis, but I was off message. Because I am so passionate about people changing their life financially that when I would talk with someone and they only wanted to be a customer, I'd be like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why would you're still living in a single wide trailer? You need to get in this. I mean, I was like having this conversation, right? But what I learned is this. You can't want it worse for someone than they want it for themselves. So I come up with a statement, y'all. It's called let them fall in where they fit in. Hello? So that's been what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. Let me keep on here. So you got to be on a crusade, crushing obesity. My leaders were absolutely totally committed to themselves, committed to the Project 10 Challenge, committed to their upline, total commitment, and committed to the people that they brought into the